Good day, gentlemen and ladies. As you can see behind me, I didn't have the chance the chance and the time. It was all weather related to split. I only split the two rear row, and what is causing with me the problem is I don't want to have all winter long the weight on my trailer. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna empty it and put it single row here, or try to do something like I'm gonna put it up right there now. But the main subject of my video today is you're going to see me emptying the ashes, cold ashes from my wood stove. Like you can see behind me, this row was about that high when I start, and I burn like it took me about half of that load to completely burn the smell. And as you can see behind me also, there's no more snow, so it's all melt on Thursday and Friday. We had like plus 9 degrees Celsius with pouring rain, and that's why I removed the tarp, because I had some leak in some places. So what I would do is just pile it up, put the tarp over the single row, and it would be easier, and my trailer would be lightweight during the winter time. So stick around. Oh, you know what, I'm not gonna film that. You're gonna see me emptying. It's boring, so stick around. You're gonna see me I'm gonna do that first, and then you're going to see me emptying the ashes. And by the way, what I do with the ashes is I'm just gonna throw it over the grass here, because ashes are really good against um, it's a fertilizer. It's good to drop down the acidity. I have a maple. It's a green maple here, so that helped the grass to grow. And that's what I've been doing in Shefford. I was surrounded by maple trees, various kinds, and that's what I'm gonna do. So all right, so stick around. I'm gonna see the downstairs, but before I have to load that, so it'll be an hour from now. All right, cheers. All right, I hope you're able to see me, but basically I make a row. I put my top over. I just have one row of leftover. That's fine. Most of the weight will be on the front tongue, which is good, but at least my trailer can move. I already moved it back and forth, so it's not froze to the ground. It's not like on the hub. All right, so let's aim into my basement for the hash removal demonstration for the very first time on my wood stove. All right, cheers. All right, folks, so before attempting any ash removal demonstration operation, you need to make sure that you equalize your pressure inside your house. Right now I've got my dryer working, so of course all my windows are closed because of the winter outside. It's -1 outside right now, so I have a huge a vacuum of air leaving the house. So of course my chimney is very good. It's been cooled down. I didn't light up my stove for at least a week now. It was last week that I light up my stove. So anyway, it will be on my video. I'm making this video on Saturday the 18th. I will publish it next week, the 26th, I think. So make sure you do equalize the pressure, because you're on all that dust. You're gonna move with ashes. There's a lot of dust. If your lungs or throat problem, make sure you wear a mask. By the way, I see that happening. So what I will do is just simply I remove my wooden stick. I'm just gonna equalize the pressure, so the air pressure is equalized in the house, and we're gonna proceed. I'm gonna try to find a way to show you most what I'm going to do. So with that very nice heritage wood stove made by Drolet, is get a dustpan right under under it. But of course you have to wait until the ashes are cold, or if you're still doing it, put like here. I've got ashes, black ashes. I'm just gonna dig a hole right in one of the corner, like it could be also there. I'm just gonna dig a hole and then put gently all the hot ashes Not the ashes. You know, the red, I'm gonna find a word, but it's in French, it's called tison, but I will let you know what it is. But I'm just gonna put it here, right in the corner here. So suppose that this is very bright red, and I'm just gonna move all these charcoals. Right now those charcoal are, but they're still gonna create a nice fire. Now, with the hook, I hope you're able to see it, I'm gonna find the nice, very well made, thick, this is the plug, okay, to make sure that there's no air, and I'm just gonna deposit gently like this, and be aware, even it's been a week, I treat it as hot because it stays warm very long time. With my this, I'm just gonna throw that, everything, I'm gonna show you the hole before it gets too dark, and I hope you're able to see the hole right there. Okay, so I'm just gonna pull everything in that hole like so, and when you get at the end, just use the normal shovel like this and just put everything in there. And you can see right now, despite like I'm doing a lot of dust, suppose I'm doing a lot of dust right now, look at that nice draft that I have. There's nothing, like barely a little bit thing. But if my drawer was not working, even I open the window and it's working really good. So that's equalizing the pressure. Alright, so I'm just gonna finish anything like this. And what I've done also is I passed a broom on the bottom here, a window. Okay? And make sure that all the side where you're gonna put the plug back, it's all clean. Like this. Alright? Oh, my drawer is about to finish. I've got the scramble sound from that drawer, like, oh. The first time I heard that, I almost went to the ceiling, hit the ceiling like Alright, so I'm gonna take the plug again. I hope you're able to see it. And just deposit gently, right? Let's see, right on the top like that. Alright, and don't be shy to shake it, make sure it does create a nice seal. Alright, at that point right now, you just close the door because you want to have the front here completely free. Now time to get gloves. Now with the glove, the reason I'm putting gloves is treat it as hot. It will happen. Jesus. The first time I heard it, like, my God, what is that? My drawer is about to finish or die. Alright, so I get all my deposit there and no dust at all. That's what I like about the dustpan. So I'm gonna drop that outside on my lawn, and I'll be back. If you want, as a trick, you can put a piece of many coated aluminum foil, or you can make yourself a cover. So in case of you have a long way to go and it's warm, because if it was warm, yes, it will create, but with a cover, it will be nice. You just take a little thin sheet and that will do the trick. Of course, if I was living near Wendell Tractorman 44, I will ask him to make me, because he's the Picasso of steel folding, welding, no, tack welding, and yeah, but that will just make do. Alright, so I'll be back, I'll drop that, and I'll show you how I light up my stove with the coal on the corner. Alright, stick around, cheers. Alright folks, so I dropped all the ashes in my front lawn in front of my house, so everybody can see that I'm throwing ashes there, and my grass will be very nice. So over the years in that hole, you have to make sure you're gonna have to clean it over the years. It's normal, but don't use a vacuum, a house vacuum for that. Go with there's various ways you can do it, but I do with a brush basically, and that's how I do it. All right, so I'm just gonna put my dustbin in there, and I'm gonna put this aside. All right. Oh boy, this wood is quite wet, but okay. I'm just gonna put it like this. Now, a little bit closer. Now, if you add hot, that's where I'm gonna put the cold right in the middle of it. The reason I'm doing that is because I'm gonna throw my paper over it, and the coal will inflame, and that will help to start my fire. Alright, so I have my 2 pieces of wood. Now I'm gonna get my paper, and paper is free. A good news here, we're not gonna have any more weekly straight, I threw it straight in the recycle bin, but the weekly sales and paper. So I'm using all my newspaper. This one is called La Terre de Chez Nous. That's what is news for the farming community, the francophone community in Canada. All right. So I'm just gonna put it right here in the middle like that. Not making too tight, just loose. And that's it. Alright, so after that, I'm just throwing very dry piece of wood right above it. Alright, then I'm gonna put 2 more on the side. Just hold on, stick around. Okay. So I'm just gonna put it like this. Alright, before throwing a match, I'm gonna sweep with my broom everywhere. Alright, stick around, I'm gonna show you that first demo. So I close the door. Now I'm just gonna put like this. And now it's time to clean all around my stove. And with my dust stand, since it's all full of wood, I'm just gonna throw it right in there. I've got a good friend in Cape Breton Island in Nova Scotia. He's also using, like him, I'm using Redbird matches, alright? So I just want to see you. These ones are great for lighting up fire, and you will find it in various places. Easy to buy, alright? Now, alright, I hope you're able to see that. Alright. Now, warning! Ooh, this is a subliminal message. A subliminal message for Luke. Orange is my new green. Luke, think about having back your wood stove. You will be able to take a match inside your house, play with fire, feel the heat. Look at that, the fire, Luke. Oh, and then with it, light up a nice fire like this. Look at the flame. I'm just gonna get it close. Look at that, Luke. Yes. All right, Luke. You have the power in you. All right. Yes, as you know, Luke used to have a fire stove. A wood fire stove, and I'm bugging him. I mean, he's already have the chimney. It's just a matter of just bringing back the wood stove like some work. He's an outstanding wood carpentry worker, wood worker. So yes, look at that. Isn't it beautiful? And I can feel the heat. Now, before that, just make sure you open the keys. Now, at this point, I will just close the window. I'm gonna keep it around roughly 6 inches. I'm just gonna sit down because it's hard on my knees. Now the other thing I had on my wood stove. All right, so the last week I went to pick up a probe. Okay, so I pierced a hole. That's what I recommend when you have a double or triple wood pipe. It's a magnetic, so it's staying there. And the one I used to have, it was only, that was for one side. So I put it there just in case, right above there. So as the temperature will rise up, the Pro will tell exactly the heat from there. And so, all right, stick around. I will be back when the wood stove is fully light up. All right, cheers. All right, folks. So I kept the door for 3 minutes, at least at 6 inches. Then I'm gonna do simulate. So it was like this. All right. So when the fire was very well spread, like you're saying right now, then for 2-3 minutes, I just keep it at least 1 inches, and that create like a big draft. It's like a pushing, like in the afterburner mode. It's basically lightening all the coal. You can see in the back the coal that it was cold coal. Now it's light up. They're very warm, hot. All right, you can see the fire like this. Now it's getting really warm. At this point, I will close the door, leave the air lever fully open, and you can see the second burn starting to act. So it's almost reaching the point. So I'm just gonna keep it like this, and about 2-3 minutes later, what I will do is I will start the fan in the back, and I will let it go like this. And maybe an hour, half an hour later, I'm just close about half, when everything is very well lined up. I remember from a long time ago, it's rather have a hot burn than a too cold stove. A too cold stove will create a lot of creosote inside your chimney. If you burn it hot, it will have almost no creosote inside your chimney, and you have a better, there's a curve that you need to have. Too cold, it's not good. Too hot, you're throwing heat outside. Just have to find, and for me, it's about half the air draft lever. It's about half of it. So for the chimney that I have, I cannot tell you do that. It will depend so many factors. It depends on which altitude you are, where your stove is located. Is it a prefab chimney, like a very short chimney, or it's a very long mass concrete and brick chimney like I have, that creating a draft like it's the first time that I have a draft so strong. And I mean, my chimney is a 8, 16, 28, more than close to 40 feet long, so it's quite a draft. So and of course, when the chimney, after 2 days my stove is lined up, my chimney is very warm, so that even create it's a mass heat chimney, so I can feel that. So as you can see, nice fire going, and yes, wow, life is good. So I hope you learned something. Like I told you, with these, when you buy a stove with a drawer under to throw the ashes, just make sure you equalize the pressure inside your house. Make sure you wait until you use gloves, because those ashes could be very warm. If you have, it's very warm, put a cover when you're gonna throw it outside. Throw it in your lawn. Trust me, it's a great thing for your lawn. And that's it. So remember, all right, again, thank you very kindly for all you folks. A very nice word that you're writing to me. We're supporting each other. Keep up that firewood stove challenge that I started. I remember Ben from When Work is Play. Then it was Noel from Noel Tractor Challenge. I know there's my good friend in Nova Scotia just put one this weekend. I know, there's many others. There's 2 or 3 more coming up, and hopefully Luke will think about installing a wood stove, perhaps. We have ways to make things happen, you know. Anyway, so all right, so do take care of yourself. Life is good, all right. And I mean, wow. All right, cheers. Luke,
Be the force be with you.